Okay, we back. It's Monday. The market is, I got two people, Politar, and I think somebody else is having earnings today. Hims and hers. I did Hims and hers. Let's Politar. Let's just no, we're not gonna do. We're gonna do TTOO because that's now it's an OTC stock, and it's been going up inch by inch. So let's share our screen because we ain't got that much time. Let's look at this tool, see what it says about it. Okay, we're gonna start at the beginning. Let's start at the company overview. And look, this is the diagnosis. They the one to diagnose COVID and all these other stuff. But now they got a septic out there. Right now they 14 cents. I think I bought it at 8 cents, about 3,000 shares at 8 cents. And the earnings have grown like 1 point per year over the past 5 years. But they got less of the runaway. These are the risks right here. So, this is one of these companies that we use. We get tested by bacteria and stuff like that. But we're gonna go back to the company overview. We're gonna look at. We're gonna do this quickly because it went from like from $6 all the way down to 8 cents, and now it's 14 cents or 15 cents. I think it's 17 cents now. TTL, they announced a new April 3rd. They announced the CFO changes. So they getting ready to do something. And then on April 2nd, they announced the delay and they delayed in their filings, but they better hurry up and do what they have to do. But I like this one. I tell you, I like because they have a product, and they on the last 7 days they grew like 26%. Okay, compared to other folks. TTO, we already read when you get a chance, you can read this. Um, it's just a testing company. They test and see where you're at. Price to sell. They gonna have a lot of reds right now because they right down at the bottom, but these are other testing, similar things like labs and therapeutic stuff. Price to sell to peers, the TTO is a good value. I'm waiting till they go back up. That's why I make it just a little bit of money. The 32 companies are similar. You've got VRTX and these biological companies right there. Price to sale is good. They have volatile stock. Future growth. We can pass performance, and we're gonna skip to the financial health. Okay. Price criteria check. They don't have past performance, not good. Free cash flow, not good. Okay, now we get into the financial health, and we look at financial health. They not good right now because that's why they went to the OT side. They got assets, but they got liabilities almost over half of what their assets is. So short-term liability, that's why they went to the OTC. Balance sheet, physical industry, but they got a lot of debt. Debt to equity is high. Okay. This is a good stock, but it still have some financial issues. That's why they probably changed CFOs. They got to get that under control. When they get it under control, they'll be back in the ball game. But right now, they're not in the ball game. Their management, this guy's the chief executive officer. Now, the chief commercial, chief people's officer, now your financial officer should be up here. They got experienced management. They about 60 years old. And you can see who this guy is, this tenure. You can look at him, read him at your own where he's been. I'll put the whole shebang of it. Mr. Gubar, you can go ahead and read all this good stuff. Okay, show less. Okay, board is experienced. People been selling because they supposed to be over $5 or $6, but they're not. Insider buying, but look who's on them. They got these institutions, they have firms, they got insider, public companies, general public on about 51%. And the shares have been substantially diluted. So, but you got the big boys on them. You got a lot of, you got Vanguard, you can't but to. And I'm pretty sure they got, if you go you know, BlackRock or somewhere might be somewhere lurking around this one, but it's not. I don't see them. They probably pulled all the way out once they went the OTC. They probably pulled all the way out. But this is a great stock. But you got a lot of other people on it. You look at the other folks on it. You got Goldman Sachs. They only got 14,000 shares, but still a lot of shares. I got 3,000. Okay. See, all these guys got some shares. This guy right here, he's got 10 million. The CR Group LP. This one got 1.5 million. Dimension. This one got 100 and some thousand on this one. This one came in, bought 103. They waited. UPS, they increased it by 13 thousands or millions of percent. They came in and they bought some shares because they must be expecting something. Okay, so it's 5:50. I got 8 minutes to go. We're gonna reshare. Let's look at what the market is doing because that's what you come out for. You want to see the market. The DMN is still at halt. Hopefully, let's see, today is the 5th. By the 9th, I think they have a board meeting on the 9th. They meeting with the NASDAQ and see, we're gonna see what's happening here. But right now, you see what's going on. GW is trying to do something. I'd say the biggest one on this side is DMN. Then you got NVIDIA. NVIDIA is back up because it was like 113, 112 earlier this morning. Now it's 114 again. So we making a little money at NVIDIA. And then your OPTT, they're making a little money, not that much. And then you have TTOO. It was, up to close to 17%. So that's double my money because I started off with 30,000 shares at 87%. Eight cents, excuse me, 8 cents. Okay, almost 9 cents. I picked VX back up because that's a good start too. We'll visit that, and next time we'll visit that one. That's a good one. And then we want to look at the other side. We want to look at my business side. Okay, Apple. They're giving dividends. I don't have any Apple, but I only got in their dividends. So I got about $7. Whatever I get, I'll probably get another, dollar or something. But other than that, you won't do too well. Then you got the DGLY. That's one I picked up. I said 10,000 share. It's what, 2 cents? 2 cents, 2 cents, 2 cents. Also, we know about DMN. They're halting a lot of my money because I got 1.5, I think 1.4 million shares on that one right there. So if it goes to like 4 cents, I'd have made $40,000. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping when it stopped the halt, they shoot back up. You have HIMS. HIMS is him and hers. And they got earnings. They got earnings after this. Let's see if I made a good selection in keeping them. Okay, they got earnings today after they closed. Politar is after they closed today. They confirmed after they closed. They're hit, they're gonna go back up. They can go close to $200 a share because they're a software company. SMCI, well, they're losing a little money, but they still making me some money, so I'm okay. They get close to like $100, I will take it out. That's too big, but that's $100 share. AT&T, I bought it 14, now it's up to 27, so I'm making a little money. And then you got Tesla. You can't never count Tesla out. I went back and sold Tesla and I got back in. I said, I'm gonna at least keep 10 of them. And it went down to like 276, now they 280. A little bit of money, but that's okay. That's okay. Now look, let's look at the total market together. Okay. So we still made good, even though it's this morning I was losing about almost $1,000. But to only be losing now something about um close to $200, I can accept that. I can accept that loss. But it is like Nvidia going right back down again, like they're going to 113. So that's really, they were down up 114. And when it was at 114, they were, really, really starting to get back to where they were in 114. So I will let them do what they do. But SMCI, same, they got down to 29, I snatched them. They get down to 29 again, I go ahead and leave them alone. I snatch them and leave them alone because that's a substantial amount of money. If you're talking about, that's a couple of $1,000. I got 100 shares. And then you have Tesla. Tesla is a good car. And Tesla is what? Tesla. Tesla is one of those controversial figures, Elon Musk. But they still make you money. You either make money or you get into personalities. That's what you got to understand. Then you got uh, TTOO. We saw that one already. Um, I got 2 minutes to go. And then you got, see, look at this, 3,017. I bought it 8 cents. It was above. I lost a lot of money on these things this year. If I do right now, I done lost about 28. You remember 2 weeks ago, I was losing 40,000, over 40,000. So now my stocks are starting to regenerate and make some money again. And all to, if you think about it, is that DMN, that projected, boom, they did a lot of things. If you want to look at the performance of all my stocks, you can see. You can see Politar is making me, and then HIMS and hers, but most of them are the losers because these are the guys who I lost. Okay, these are the guys who I lost. So you think about it, look at that. Look at SMCI. They lost me about $10,000 and $5,000 exit. Then DMN lost me some money. That's why I'm trying to wait till hopefully they do go up. Then you got Sound. All these are good. Amazon lost me money. You got VXRT and you got GNLN, TTO, OPTT. All these folks. Tesla even lost me money. Nvidia. So we got the big boys in here getting their money lost, but they won't believe me. They won't stay that for long. And these guys, these are the little ones up here. So you can see the ones that's making me money. Ford making me a little money. ENT, making me. And then you got HCBC, and then you got Salvation, Google, MU. We look at that. Let me see what's going on here. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We look at all of them, but these four, look at that, Politars and HIMS, AMD, TAT. You would think NVIDIA is starting to lose me money because of the position they're in. NVIDIA is not up. NVIDIA was my top money maker, but Tesla's losing me a little bit. But I thought NVIDIA would be one, but NVIDIA is starting to lose money right now because of who they hanging. Well, NVIDIA is NVIDIA. Okay. Yeah, they not making me any money. Not even in the top two. I'm not making no money, but we gonna see what happens. Okay. So the people that make me money, Politar is still making me money because they're going back and forth. But they're 124? It's 4 o'clock. So I lost. That's good. That's better than I did last week. I lost $1,000. But this is pretty good. So the big winner is HIMS. And HIMS is right now it's 42. It's probably, earnings is getting ready to hit for Politar and HIMS. Let's see what they do after hours and see what kind of perspective I'm gonna get. Let's stop sharing. Okay, God bless you. God keep you. God cause face to shine on you and give you peace. And remember, the stock of the day, and I want you to look at that. If you let's share the stock that you want to really look at today, who's winning right now, is that HIMS stock. That's the HIMS and hers. That's 106. They made a little money. Then you got TTO. They made a little money because they might be on the way back. Well, 106 brung the HIMS. Okay, HIMS, which is HIMS and hers, and that's a medical stock. Okay, let's stop sharing. God bless you. God keep you. God cause face shine on you and give you peace now and forever. We'll see you next. We'll see you hopefully on Friday, the Lord will.